Ever feel like you're juggling a million things at once? Well, guess what? Your brain is doing that, quite literally, every single second, and you don't even have to think about it. Today, we're going to uncover this really stunning connection between the most automatic thing you do, breathing, and one of your most valuable skills, your memory. Okay, let's get into it. Just think about it for a second. Right now, as you're listening to this, your heart is beating, you're breathing in and out, and there are probably 1,000 other things humming along perfectly inside you. Who's in charge of all that? I mean, you're not consciously telling your heart to beat, right? So what is? Well, the answer lies deep inside your brain, in this small but incredibly powerful region that acts as your body's silent mission control. It's the part that never ever sleeps, and it's what keeps the entire system online 24/7. And here it is, meet the brainstem. Think of it as the bridge between your brain and your spinal cord. It is the ultimate unsung hero of your biology. It handles all those absolutely critical jobs you don't have time to think about, from your heartbeat to your breathing, making sure you stay alive from one moment to the next. Now, what's really cool is how this thing is organized. It's got specialists. The medulla oblongata and the pons, they're the ones setting the basic, steady rhythm of your heart and your lungs. And then you've got the mesencephalon, or midbrain, which is kind of like the manager, stepping in to fine-tune those rhythms and make sure everything is coordinated perfectly. The brainstem is also headquarters for your autonomic nervous system, specifically the part that helps you chill out. So when you're just relaxing, it's the nerve centers right there in your brainstem that are gently slowing your heart rate down and keeping your breathing nice and steady. It's the ultimate command center for keeping things running smoothly. So you have to wonder, how does the brainstem manage these constant rhythmic tasks so flawlessly? I mean, how does it keep everything in perfect sync without ever getting tired? Well, the secret is all in how its cells talk to each other. So your brain cells, your neurons, they communicate through these little connections called synapses. Now, most of them in your brain are chemical. They work, but they're a bit slower, and they can actually get tired. But the brainstem, it relies on something really special, electrical synapses. I mean, just look at the difference here. Electrical synapses are ultra-fast, direct connections. They don't wear out, and their whole job is perfect synchronization. So here's the key takeaway. These electrical synapses are the brainstem's superpower. They allow huge groups of neurons to fire in perfect harmony, creating that steady, tireless rhythm of your breathing. This hardwired, high-speed connection is absolutely essential for keeping you alive. Okay, so we know the brainstem uses these lightning-fast connections to control our breathing. But so what? Why is that breathing so important for the rest of our brain, especially for high-level stuff like thinking and learning? Let's connect the dots. You know, your brain is by far the most energy-hungry organ in your entire body. Your neurons are firing constantly, and to do their jobs, like, say, forming a new memory, they need a massive and continuous supply of fuel. And we're talking oxygen. Creating and strengthening those memory pathways is incredibly demanding work. And when we say enormous, we really mean it. Get this. Your brain is only about 2% of your body weight, but it can use up to 20% of the oxygen you breathe. That's wild, right? It just shows you how much the quality of your breathing directly impacts your brain's ability to perform at its best. And this is where it all gets very real. When that oxygen supply drops, a condition called hypoxia, the consequences can be pretty serious. And I want you to notice what's right there at the top of the list: memory loss. A poor oxygen supply directly hurts your brain's ability to lock in and hold on to information. Okay, so this brings us to the final and honestly the most exciting part of all of this. We've seen how the brainstem controls breathing, we've seen why oxygen is so critical for our brain. Now, let's put it all together into a practical technique you can actually use to boost your own memory. Just let that sink in for a second. This isn't just some vague idea, it's a direct finding. This simple, conscious act of deep breathing can physically help your brain store new information. It's like a biological hack that's been hiding in plain sight this whole time. So here's how you can actually do this. It's so easy. The next time you're studying or trying to learn something new, just take a moment, focus on what you want to remember, and then just practice some slow, deep breathing. By doing that, you're making sure those energy-hungry neurons are getting all the premium fuel they need to do their job and lock that memory in for you. And hey, if you want to take it a step further, here's a little pro tip. The research also suggests that just being active supports this whole process. Even a simple daily walk can improve your overall breathing
making it even easier for your brain to get the oxygen it craves, not just when you're studying, but all the time.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? We just connected the simple act of breathing to our ability to learn and remember. So it begs the question, what other hidden superpowers are already wired into our basic biology, just waiting for us to discover them? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.